Hello guys, welcome to the First Half Podcast channel, where we discuss everything football. The name is Patrick, and I'm here with
Dennis, a Chelsea fan.
So we're back again. I think the last time we had an interesting discussion. We had a lot of people commenting and all that. So I believe that today was also going to be great.
Yeah, I look forward to today's discussion.
Yes. So let's delve into it.
Yes.
I wanted to get your opinion on quite a number of stuff. But first of all, let's discuss Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
A lot of people have spoken about how he's such a genius. He has brought quite a lot of serious competition in the EPL. I want to get your take on that when it comes to Guardiola.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Pep's contribution to football, I don't think anybody can question it because the accolades are there, the trophies he's won are there to show. There are a few things that he's been criticized about. That, for instance, to me, the style of play that Pep has introduced into football, which most coaches are now copying, playing from the back, the whole tiki-taka, possession football, I think it's great. But it's actually taking something out of football. Football, there was a magic to it, whereby you see a Ronaldinho juggle with the ball, do certain skills, a Rooney shoot from the center. Players lobbing there.
All those things.
All those things are going away because everybody wants to make football too scientific.
Yeah.
But I think the magic of the game was the unexpected things that people used to do that makes the game fun.
Yeah.
So that is the bit where it makes it a bit more, it makes you look at his approach a bit differently because the days where the keeper will kick the ball from the back and then the striker will try a hold play and then those were fun, but I think that is gradually winning out of football and that's my bit there. But one other thing about Pep is his man management and the football is too structured. I remember a story that Thierry Henry was talking about where he said when he was playing under Pep in Barcelona, there was a game where everything was going well, but they did not score yet. And then I think the tiki-taka was happening in the middle. He being the striker was isolated.
Yeah.
So him being him, the footballer is, let me go in there and go and touch the ball. Exactly. So he went there, touched the ball, blah, blah. He scored. And then first half, Pep took him out.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is that he didn't follow the plan. So those are the little things that when you look at it, it actually becomes his man management, his own is man. He doesn't care who you are. I have a system, you fit in it. The only person I've really seen Pep come out to comment like he's a player on his own is Messi.
Yeah.
Every other person, you fit in there. Yeah. You get it? Because one question I ask myself that if Pep is such a genius, there's no way Pep didn't see the talent of Cole Palmer. And should he have been sold to Chelsea? Because currently City are a bit struggling. If you look at their games, it's getting a bit boring because it just goes sideways. And they struggle for goals because De Bruyne is injured. I believe this would have been an opportunity for Cole Palmer to step in because he brings certain attributes like De Bruyne that could have actually helped the creativity part of the game. But Pep's own is that when they have that conversation that I want playing time, put your arm around the player and try and convince him to stay back. Pep has always been, if you want to go because I don't need anybody. I always get players who want to play for me and we will always win. But I don't think it's always about that. You understand? Sometimes, I'm sure there were people at the backroom staff of City who would have wanted Palmer to stay. But who is going to oppose Pep? And that's one of the disadvantages that the success of Pep brings. Right now, I'm sure there are people in City who are biting their fingers with regret that Palmer is gone because if you look at what he's doing now, you'll be like, well, have you actually let such a talent go for 40 million pounds? You get it? And if you look at Phil Foden, for instance, if I was him, I'll also be asking myself questions. I just won the Premier League Player of the Year last year.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's barely played a full game this season. He's almost coming on as subs. Even when they need a goal, he's on the bench. Yeah. So he will sit down and look at a Cole Palmer, the accolades he's getting and everything. And wondering why will I be here? Because he's actually at this point won everything. He was part of the treble win and all that. So why will I be here? Yeah. Why don't I just go out there and make a name too? Yes, because right now I think he's a bit stifled. He's not able to really go out. And there's this conversation that comes up like, if Palmer has stayed, will he have had the freedom to do what he's doing at Chelsea? Because Pep will control what you do. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it sort of somehow reduces your creativity because you are supposed to play a certain way. You can't hold on to the ball too long. Can't dribble certain way. So it makes it very difficult So to me, Pep is a genius because he has changed football. But there are little things like his man management skills and whatever that I think sometimes it can be called to question.
I would agree with you on some areas, but some areas I would disagree.
Okay.
I also believe that Pep has been able to achieve all that he's done because of his approach to management.
Yeah.
It might not be the best, but when it comes to football, looking at especially the top teams and the caliber of players they have, if you are not strict and disciplined and assertive, you will have issues with handling these players. Of course, sometimes you have to put a human face to some of the decisions you take. Because, at the end of the day, the happiness in the players will actually play out on the field.
Of course,
So then you have to be. But with Cole Palmer, I also want to believe that a lot of things happen behind the scenes for him to decide to take that decision. That's one.
Okay.
And two, I always believe that, Pep Guardiola has most of the players at his beck and call. What do I mean? When Pep talks to his management and he says, I need player A, he gets it.
Exactly.
Unlike other teams who know that when I go to my management and ask for another player, I'll struggle. So let me pamper this particular player. And that has cost a lot of teams.
Of course,
There are players who have decided to leave and maybe the coaches and management will try and speak them to stay, and they have caused so much damage. So it's sometimes it's quite dicey. But all in all, Pep's approach has given him all the results that he's gotten to.
No question about what Pep has achieved in the game. That one for sure. If you are looking at results and achievements, that one nobody can question. But I'm sure the City fans will definitely also want a homegrown talent in their squad. And that is what Phil Foden and Cole Palmer give you. These are our boys. If we have the money, we can buy anybody who can come in at any time. But when you see one of your own, the boys from the academy come in and also achieve it, the fans always connect with that. And you need a percentage of these.
But not to catch you. So do you think that at a certain point, it's likely he realized that, okay, I had Phil Foden and I had Palmer.
Yes.
Which, in a way, they both play the same kind of football.
Okay.
And they had all that creativity. So he didn't really see a big deal, of course, making money out of a sale from him. And also, if he wanted to leave, why not? So that to avoid the dragging of his feet in the team and all that.
I think
maybe you look at those options.
I think for Pep, letting Palmer go was not for footballing reasons. It is more of, well, if you want to leave, you can go. Because I always get a way to replace you and I'll still win anyway. With or without you, I'm winning.
Of course.
So there's no reason why. But I think from a fan perspective, sometimes you try and just let them also have something to enjoy. And having one of our own in there makes a big difference for a fan.
But you made a very good point. With this tiki-taka football Guardiola brought into the game, we've had a lot of coaches replicate the same thing. And it is taking the fun out of football.
It is.
Recently, we watched the game where they eventually equalized with Arsenal and even with Wolves. They had to keep on playing the wings football. There are times that you can see that actually Foden can shoot.
Exactly.
Other players can shoot. But just like the example you cited with Thierry Henry, Guardiola is so disciplined that even if you do something on your own and you get results out of it,
you went out of his way.
You went out of his way. I don't know how that has helped them so far, but I also believe that you need to be a player of a certain mindset to be able to play with Guardiola.
I remember I think a couple of seasons ago where they were going at it with Liverpool. And there was a game with Leicester that they were really struggling for a goal. And company had a chance and shot from about 35 yards out. And he scored and they won. And it was actually a major contribution to the league. Exactly. And later when he was talking, he said every player around him was shouting, don't shoot, because that is not what the coach would want. But he felt, Charlie, what the hell? Let me just shoot and see. And he won. You understand? He shot and he scored. So some of these things, I think Pep definitely is a genius of the game. He's done magnificently in the game. He's really change football the way we know it, and that will always be his legacy. And yes, he is a genius, if you ask me. But just these little things, and I don't think he's going to change for anybody. Pep is Pep, but it's just his.
Maybe at another time we can have the discussion, because it looks like now coaches are moving away from playing nice football to interest their fans.
Yes.
And they are looking at the monetary aspect, winning, making sure that the board are happy, management is happy and all that. So maybe another time we'll have that discussion and see how.
So guys, maybe you can join in on the conversation in the comment section and then try and share your opinion. Is Pep a genius? Some of these issues that we've mentioned, share your opinion on it and let's see. And also subscribe and follow our channel to help it grow. We appreciate you.